Hey friends, Gary here. Welcome to Everyday Photography Vlog, and this is a special episode because we are currently traveling to Kopeng, Central Java, Indonesia for a vacation with my wife and my in-laws as well. Such a beautiful day, and the main point in today's video is that we're going to try to photograph some mountains in this area. First, over here we have Mount Andong. So beautiful, it is so majestic. Currently we have some sunlight hitting the summit of the mountain, so it is filled with lots of textures and detail. Very nice. And then over here we have Mount Telomoyo, currently covered by clouds, but it's okay. We're going to try our best to photograph it as well, and hopefully we'll be able to find some other compositions in here as well. So in terms of photography gear, I'm keeping it very simple today, just using my micro four thirds camera, the Panasonic Lumix GX850. It is small, it is lightweight, very capable, takes really nice picture. And then in terms of lenses, I'm using mainly the Panasonic Lumix 35-100mm f2.8 because it is such a beautiful lens, especially for that compression, that large f2.8 aperture. I forgot how nice it is to use that lens because I use the f4 to f5.6 version more often than the f2.8 version. And then I also have some other lenses with me. I have the Panasonic Lumix 12-32mm f3.5 to f5.6 kit lens. It is such a useful lens for covering a little bit of a wider angle compositions. And then I also brought with me the Panasonic Leica 9mm f1.7 for that ultra wide compositions. Anyway, enough talking, let's take some pictures. Alright, so now we're going to photograph Mount Andong. That's called Mount Andong, by the way. I already figured out the name of that particular mountain. And yeah, it's a beautiful sunny day, clear sky with just very little clouds. So yeah, I thought I want to seize this opportunity to make sure I get a nice photograph of Mount Andong. We found this vantage point with little trees, little garden here as a foreground of interest to help create some layers between us and the mountain. So yeah, hopefully the picture will turn out nice. In terms of gear, I'm using the GX850 together with the 35-100mm f2.8. Been enjoying this lens so much these last few days. I rediscovered my love and passion of using this lens. But anyway, yeah, in terms of camera setting, aperture priority f5.6. I'm at 35mm right now. Let's try to take some pictures. That's what we got at 35mm. I don't think we really need to zoom in all the way, but we're gonna try also later. Nice, let's take some photos. I'm only going to show you the best results. I'm not going to show you every single shot. That's just impossible. And that's too much for you as well, I think. Here I took some best ones, I think. Some really good ones. I wanna try to include that pine tree on the left. Hopefully it'll make things more interesting as sort of a foreground. Couple more shots. I think this looks beautiful. The sun hitting the mountain just helps to carve some textures and bring out the details on the mountain. It's just excellent condition, I think. Couple more shots. Look beautiful. Let's try vertical again. Hopefully I can figure out something interesting. Yeah, look nice, but I still prefer the horizontal one. Now I zoomed into about 60mm. Let's see what happens. I wanna just focus on the mountain and I wanna ignore the foreground. Just a very simple composition without too much foreground and other elements. Still f5.6. Take some photos now. I think it looks beautiful. It looks majestic to say the least. Awesome. Awesome, yeah. I think this composition also works because, you know, with telephoto lens, you don't really have to have that obligation to add too much foreground or interest points in the image. I think the object by itself, as long as it is a strong object, then it's gonna be more than enough as a focal point of the image. Take some more photos. Beautiful. I'm really enjoying this morning with my telephoto lens. I can see on the left part of the mountain there are plenty of tree lines that create some sort of, you know, hairy texture. I think it's just kind of interesting to discover such details, especially when you're doing photography. you don't want to be too immersed, too focused with the camera. Sometimes just take off your camera, just put it down and look at the scenery as it is right now. Try to soak it in, enjoy. You pay a lot of money to be here, so yeah, don't just focus on your camera, but also try to enjoy the scenery with your own eyes. Take some more photos. Beautiful. I think I'm going to wrap it up from this spot. Alright, so now we move to a different spot, and I think we're gonna try to photograph this mountain right here. So earlier we photographed Mount Andong, that's that guy right there. Maybe we'll try to photograph it again later, but now I wanna focus on that guy on the right. That's Mount Telomoyo. Anyway, still with the same gear, GX850 and 35 to 100mm f2.8. I think I'm just going to try to use one lens for today's photo shoot because it's such an awesome lens. Alright, we have a little bit of a problem. We have that tall tree right there obscuring a little bit of the mountain on the right side, but you know what? I'm just going to try to take the photo as it is. So yeah, f5.6 aperture priority, auto ISO, RAW as well, so everything you'll see will be post-processed lightly in Lightroom using my default preset. Alright, take some photos at 35mm. There you go. I will show you only the best ones. Such a beautiful morning, lots of sunlight, so it really carves out the detail on the mountain, and that's what I'm really hoping for, because otherwise it'll look bland and boring. With lots of sunlight, we have plenty of textures and details on the mountain. Nice. Really enjoying this. Let's try vertical. What's gonna happen? We have a little bit of foreground created by these vegetable plants on the field right there. I think it looks kind of awesome too, but I still prefer horizontal. Maybe lowering my camera a little bit will help adding more foreground. Let's try. Yeah, not really, but yeah, I think this is okay. Yep. Make sure my horizon is okay. Beautiful. Maybe I want to switch to wider angle lens later, but for now, let's try to recapture Mount Andong again. I'm trying to find a position where I can get also these vegetable plants right there, but maybe I will use wider angle lens for that. I want to try to seize the moment. Again, Mount Andong 35mm f5.6 aperture priority. Take some shots. I'm going to show you only the best ones. So regarding composition, Gary, what do you think about composition? Rule of thirds, or do you just try to nail everything in the center, or what? So yeah, as you can see on the GX850, we have couple of grid lines that helps to divide everything by thirds. So it's basically rule of thirds. What I'm doing right now is trying to put the summit of the volcano about 1/3 from the upper part of the frame, and then try to put, where the town meets the mountain at about 1/3 from the bottom of the frame. So yeah, basically still rule of thirds, and then try to position everything right in the middle so it's symmetrical. Yeah, something like this. Yeah, that is still rule of thirds. Hopefully this is good enough. We can experiment a little bit, like putting it a little bit to the left or a little bit to the right, but I don't think it'll look nice. So yeah, I'm just going to stick with my interpretation of rule of thirds. Something like this. Yes, beautiful. Let's try to take some more of Mount Telomoyo again on the right, just to make sure we have everything that we need before we switch lens, maybe to the 12 to 32. All right, beautiful. Also, rule of thirds is happening right now. It's approximate, it's not accurate or precise, just ballparking the rule of thirds. All right, guys, so I switched lens to the 12 to 32mm kit lens. Such a useful small little lens, especially for covering the wider angle field of view of the 35 to 100. So what I'm thinking right now is trying to include this vegetable field a little bit, not too much, and I'm going to zoom in probably to about 20mm so we can get a little bit more focused composition. And then we're also going to photograph Mount Telomoyo again. Now let's start with Mount Andong first, 20mm. About there, same camera setting, f5.6. I'm going to focus on the mountain. Beautiful. I hope you guys can see what I'm doing on the camera. Something like this. Yeah, beautiful. Beautiful. I'm going to show you only the best one. Let's try vertical now. See what happens. With vertical, I prefer to fill the things more with, you know, what's happened in the foreground rather than the sky. But we'll also try to fill in stuff with the sky, see what's gonna happen, which one looks better. If you're going to put some text on your image, maybe more of the sky is better, because then you can put the text on the upper part of the image, something like that. But if you don't, then I think adding more things on the foreground with less of the sky could work better. Yeah, this is just an experiment. Please let me know what you guys think, which one is better for you. Anyway, I'm zooming in all the way to 32mm, something like this, just as a comparison to the 35mm of my 35-100. Beautiful, beautiful. I love the texture of the mountain. Let's zoom out again. Anyway, I'm doing this one-handed. I'm about 18mm right now, and we're going to try to capture Mount Telomoyo. Let's move to this side. Right, walk in just a little bit. There we go. Let's see, 18mm. Is it too wide? Yeah, it is too wide. But we're trying to capture a little bit of the vegetable field right here. Right, couple more pictures. Yeah, I think it's too wide. Let's zoom in to probably about 25. See what happened. Oh, I pressed something on the camera. Yep. Okay, now we're at 25. Capture some photos of the mountain. Yeah, I think it works. Kind of works. Try to raise my camera just a little bit more to show you more of the foreground without making it too prominent. Beautiful, beautiful. Let's try vertical. What will happen? Yeah, it works too. It works too. 25 works better. I don't want too wide because it'll ruin everything. Alright guys, so I switched to the Panasonic Leica 9mm f1.7, and what I'm going to do right now is try to capture both of the mountains as you can see on my vlogging camera, and hopefully with the 9mm we can get both of this mountain in one single frame. Hopefully it'll be something that's interesting. Let's try. So f5.6 aperture priority, pretty much same setting as before. Yeah, it's showing a very similar frame as with the DJI Osmo Pocket 3 that I'm using to record this video right now. So yeah, let's try to capture some photos. Nice. I'm going to raise the camera because there's so much junk on the foreground, so many trash. Alright, I'm going to show you the best results, and please pardon the audio. There are like somebody racing with motorbikes or something, I don't know. But yeah, beautiful day. I don't really like this composition. I think it's, you know, a little bit too wide and it's not really focused, but later on maybe I will try to crop the image. So this is 4:3 aspect ratio. Maybe let's make it 16:9 or something like that. So we have a panoramic view of the whole vista right now. Alright, a few more shots of Mount Andong. I'm back with the 35-100. I found this nice flowers, so we can use it as sort of a foreground and try to frame Mount Andong with these flowers. Hopefully it'll look nice. I'm at 35mm right now at 5.6, and this is what I got. Exactly what I planned. Let's try to go a little bit closer so we can get more colors from the flowers. Hopefully it'll look nice too. Yeah, summer shots. Excellent. Excellent. Beautiful, beautiful. Let's go a little bit closer again. And yeah, we start to get some blurriness on the foreground. I think it's okay. I think it looks beautiful. I think I want to try to go a little bit crazy and not stop down, but increase the aperture to f2.8 so we get even more blur from the foreground, you know. I don't know if it will work or not. Let's just try, but it's so beautiful. Yep, beautiful. The light hitting the summit of the mountain is just something else. So majestic. I'm glad we got this composition. So perfect. Alright, so we found this nice area with this little curvy bridge, and I want to try to take portraits of my wife, still with the 35 to 100mm f2.8. I'm currently setting the camera f2.8 for maximum background blur. So yeah, that's my wife over there. We're going to try to take some vertical portraits, full body. Alright, 1, 2, 3. Excellent. Let's take some more. 1, 2, 3. Beautiful. One more. 1, 2, 3. With the mountain as a background, it's just excellent. Again, I'm trying not to crop her feet, her shoes, but also not to crop the mountain as well. I want to lower the camera a little bit so we get that rule of third thing, leading line thing going on with the handrail. 1, 2, 3. Beautiful. I think this will work. Again, 1, 2, 3. Again, I think vertical also worked really nice. Can you go a little bit to the right, please? Because there was a 3. Yep, perfect. 1, 2, 3. Nice, beautiful. Again, 1, 2, 3. Really nice. Alright guys, I zoomed in all the way to 100mm. Still taking portraits of my wife. Hopefully we'll get some nice portraits here. Alright, 100mm with the mountain as sort of a background. My hand is shaking. I haven't drank my coffee, but it's shaking. So I'm just going to put the camera on the handrail instead and try to play around with the leading lines thingy. Alright, 1, 2, 3. Nice. I think the stabilizer on my 35 to 100 isn't really that great because it is still shaking like crazy. But you know what? I don't care. Let's take some more portraits. 1, 2, 3. Very beautiful again. 1, 2, 3. Nice again. I hope you can see what I'm doing on the camera. 1, 2, 3. Beautiful. Some more shots. 1, 2, 3. Again. 1. Oh, focus on the eye. Recompose. 1, 2, 3. Excellent. One more. Nice. I like that pose. 1, 2, 3. Excellent. And that wraps up today's video. So that is all for today's everyday photography vlog in Kopeng, Central Java. Hopefully you guys like the pictures, and also please comment down below, let me know which one you like the most, which picture you like the best. Also, don't forget to support my channel by liking this video, sharing this video, and subscribing to my channel down below. And if you want to support my work even further, consider using the affiliate links on the description below. Use the super thanks button to make a small donation to my channel, or purchase my travel photography ebook called Simplifying Travel Photography. The link also on the description below. I think you will like that book. Thank you, and I will see you on the next video. Goodbye.